everyone, welcome back to another episode of Everything EastEnders. Gear up, today we're discussing the aftermath of the Christmas episode. To make things clear, I loved most of the build-up, the Christmas episode. I really enjoyed the Christmas episode. You saw I really enjoyed the twist that they gave. I had my thoughts on who the victim was, the ultimate victim, Keanu. And I have even more thoughts on the aftermath and the following episodes that have happened. So firstly, we're just forgetting about that storyline for this week. This is what they call block storytelling, right? It was completely about that storyline last week and we haven't even had a whisper about that storyline this week at all. It's completely new storylines. Secondly, I just found the aftermath of the Christmas episode unrealistic, unnecessary, and not well written. There was so much hype, and I think the episode itself lived up to the hype, but the aftermath has not. They promised, their lives would change forever. You know what would have changed their lives forever? If they'd actually called the police. No one called an ambulance for Nish. No one called the police. None of them were particularly close friends, so it couldn't be said that they were covering for each other. Not to say that the police couldn't make something out of it, but what I'm saying is it would have been more realistic for one of the people, particularly Kathy, and maybe even Stacey, to call the police and then have the show explore intersectionality. Explore how women are marginalised by gender, but also by class, by race, by sexuality, by even gender identity, and how these different forms of oppression intersect in the legal, police, criminal justice systems. That would have made for really compelling, realistic storylines and scenes compared to the pantomime that we got instead. Burying him in the calf? Are you serious? And if it had gone further and it showed them going to court as well, that would have made for really compelling courtroom drama and showing how these women navigate the legal system according to their intersections of identity. So for example, Stacey having her history brought up, her previous criminal charges brought up, and the fact that she is a working class mother and how society views that, how a jury would view that, how Denise would be treated by the police, by the courts. I thought the whole point of this storyline was to explore the marginalization of women, but we also, in examining and dissecting the patriarchy, we also need to recognize how men are targeted by the patriarchy too and suffer because of it. And Keanu would have been the perfect character to show that through. I'm not going to keep going over my reasons for not liking Keanu. I have a video for that and I've spoken about it in so many different videos. But I really am angry about this continued vilification of him and, he would have taken you away from your son, blah, 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 all this stuff. Nobody is talking about what Sharon did wrong, and she did a lot wrong. On top of that, poor Linda, her character has had such a hard time of it in recent years. You know, the alcoholism storyline, losing Mick, everything she went through with Janine framing her, having Annie taken away from her. She's just had an awful time of it. And maybe Kelly Bright loves it. She's getting a chance to flex her acting muscles. Like, she nails every storyline, every scene that she has. It can get exhausting. I'm sure it does get exhausting. So it would have been nice for the producer to give her a bit of a break. And I'm really sad to see Linda fall off the wagon again and just continually drowning in misery. Before you come at me, I know it's a show, I know it's not real. For all I know, Kelly Bright is loving all these opportunities to showcase her fantastic acting. I'm a big fan of hers, so I'm not saying anything negative about her at all. I'm just wondering if maybe the producers can give her a nice, happy storyline for once. Show her bonding with her new siblings, anything. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next episode. Please comment, like, and subscribe.